5 battle cry minions. Pretty cool. So those are the 200 gold quests. There's a few 60 gold quests. Most of them, let me see, 60 gold, oh, all of them. So the 60 gold quests are play 50 class cards. So you may get the quest that says play 50 druid class cards. Guess what you have to do for that quest?
Play 50 mage cards.
Wrong. Totally wrong. You have to play druid cards. So, those are the 60 gold quests. We have some 50 gold quests, which are pretty cool. So the 50... Okay, you ready, Squishy? I'm going to give you one. You tell me what you have to do. Don't look at the show notes. Ready?
Okay, go for it.
50 gold quest called Rampage.
I'm going to say yes, play however many, we'll say 50 charge cards.
Ooh, you're actually pretty close. Rampage is 50 for 50 gold. All you have to do is play 10 Enrage minions.
Oh, Enrage.
Minions with the Enrage on them.
Okay, what about this one? Murgle.
Yeah, so you play 30 Murlocs.
30 Murloc, yeah.
There you go. Yep. Oh, how about this one? This is a good one. We have, it's a secret to everyone.
I'm going to say, just a wild guess, you're going to have to play a certain amount of secret cards.
Ah, you did it. 10 secret cards. All right, so those are the 50 gold quests. They're all over the place. There's one called Death to the Living, which is play 20 Death Rattle minions. There's another one that says Combo Meal. Okay, supersized combo meal. Play 10 combo cards. Let's get down to the 40 gold quests.
There's one that Squishy would like, too.
Oh, yeah?
Tiny,
which one's that?
When you play 10 Divine Shield minions, you get Tiny Bubbles Make Me Happy.
I like that.
That's acceptable. All right, so, the other one, play 50 class cards. These ones for 40 gold are actually play 30 class cards, depending on what class quest you get. They're called Maelstrom, Dark Soul, Tactician, Shadow and Light, Righteousness, all kind of cool stuff. So those are the new quests. I'm super excited about these. I think it's awesome that Blizzard put new quests in. Very, very cool. The thing that I like about these quests, you don't have to win. Right?
True.
So I like this because Blizzard is saying, go build a deck filled with Battlecry minions. Go build a deck filled with minions that make you use your hero power or synergize with your hero power. Because one of the quests is called Inspiring. Use your hero power 30 times. So you don't have to win with these decks, which is really, really cool, because it's kind of frustrating when you're a new player and you get the quest that says win 5 games with a hunter. Well,
yeah, you
happen to not have any hunter class cards because you like Warlock, and you're a new player. You kind of did what maybe Vastidius and I did. You decided, hey, I'm going to go with one class, try to get all those class cards together, and then expand from there. And you don't have any hunter cards, but yet your quest is to win 5 quests with a hunter. You really want that gold, but it's so tough to do. This is awesome, because you can get gold. You don't even have to win. The thing that I'm wondering, and here is what I want to happen, Blizzard. If you do anything for me, make it so these quests that don't have the win moniker on them, make them so you'll be able to play them with friends. So you'll be able to achieve them with friends. Mm-hmm. Because I don't see how you can cheat the system. Right? Yep. And if anything, I could just say to my one friend, so do you guys remember back in the day when I had one friend? Do you remember that? That was awesome.
Very much so.
This is the good old days when I would say, hey, so I was playing with my one friend, and everybody knew who my one friend was. Now, I've got all these friends. So awesome. Anyway, so I could call up one of my friends, and I could say, hey, let's play Battle Cry against each other. I got a quest. Well, they say, well, hey, I have a Death Rattle quest. Okay, let's play, Death Rattle versus Battle Cry. Okay, cool. It doesn't matter who wins as long as we keep playing. All these minions. So, this is my squeaky wheel, Blizzard. Listen to my squeaky wheel. These quests allow us to play these with friends because you don't necessarily have to win. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
So hopefully
I'm with
they'll hear me.
That's fun.
Maybe Vastidius, with your press pass, you'll be closer than me. You can kind of throw a spider monkey up on the stage during the Hearthstone panel and let them know what I'm thinking. There we go. Okay. So, really excited about these quests. I would be even more excited if you were able to complete these when battling with a friend. True or false? Am I excited?
True. You
Excellent.
are.
Thank you. Okay. The next thing I'm excited about. How many of you have ever played a Murloc deck?
Ja.
Right? Everybody has. How many of you have played a Murloc mirror match and got kind of trolled and kind of screwed up, right? No?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. Blizzard is fixing that.
Yep.
Which in a way I kind of like, in a way I kind of don't like, because when you play the mirror match against Murloc, you're like, oh man, my Murloc Oracle, I can't play him because he's also going to give those Murlocs +1 attack. Well, I think something fishy, get it fishy, is in the works with Gadgetzan, with the new
We haven't talked
expansion.
about that yet.
Yeah, with the new expansion. Because in the patch, what they've done is they've changed the following Murlocs. Grimscale Oracle now reads, your other Murlocs have +1 attack. Just yours. Cold Light Seer now reads, Battle Cry, give your other Murlocs +2 health. Murloc Tidecaller now reads, whenever you summon a Murloc, gain +1 attack. Murloc War Leader now reads, your other Murlocs have +2, +1. So, they're changing it from all to your, which is a huge change. This is big.
Yep. Now, the interesting thing about this is that they're not giving a full price refund.
No, yeah, oh yeah. So, yeah. Yep. So, and also, I know there's a lot of rumors going around about people going to be at BlizzCon dressed up like the Legend of the Innkeeper crew. Those are all false. No one is going to dress up like us. It's going to be really us. All right. So anyway.
But someone in chat said they were going to be dressing as Fastidious.
I don't know about that.
Yes, I am.
I'm going to dress up like Squishy Dragon.
I thought about printing out a Reaper mask. I'm wearing it.
I'm going to
print out the masks.
I'm going to print out Vastidious's face and wear it. That way I could go. That way I could get my press pass. Pick up my press pass.
Yeah, but you need.
And then when I get up
ID.
there, I'll pull it off. Yeah, I'll steal
Everyone
your
will be
ID
like,
in the middle of the night.
what?
It's a spider monkey.
All right. Well, speaking of spider
there's
monkeys
more
and things
news.
that are crazy, go ahead. You got the news now, dude. I'm handing it over to you.
Okay. Thank you. I'll take it from you. Okay.
Take it.
So, BlizzCon coming up is not enough. Apparently, they decided that they needed to do a little bit more. And we all know that there was an expansion probably coming at BlizzCon because that is something that is expected because they said they were going to do 3 expansions. Well, no, 2 expansions and 1 adventure for every season or every year. And we haven't seen that yet. And for the 3rd one, we're ready. It's prime for that. And typically we do this at BlizzCon. So we knew this was coming, but they started throwing some hints out yesterday. And Blizzard sent out a Facebook post, and I think they tweeted it also, that they tweeted out this picture. It's basically one of those old-timey postcards. And it says, "Greetings from Gadgetzan." And You'll see it everywhere. If you want to go to the website, it'll be on the show notes as well. But if you just go to Blizzard's page, you'll see this. It's, like I said, everywhere. And on the postcard, it's got a picture of the city and seagulls flying over it. And it looks really cool. It says clean as it is safe, with an asterisk next to it. And the interesting thing, of course, this is the internet. This is people dig quite a bit, and they went through and. Esther, you okay?
I'm reading.
Trying to read the postcard.
So
your head is sideways. I'm like, what are you? I've got it all written down below.
Okay, so yeah, I'm sorry. This is the first I'm seeing this like up close. Like I'm zooming in Microsoft Photoshop it or whatever program I'm running, and I'm reading. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So the asterisk has a disclaimer that is actually written around the outside of the postcard that says, "We take no responsibility on any claims made on this souvenir of propaganda or any predictions, suppositions, predictions, prophecies, harbingers, omens, portents, or conclusions that may arise. The word safe is not meant to constitute a binding agreement, does not imply safety, security, blah, 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 all this other stuff. Mayor Nagenfager
is one of them.
is not responsible for any accidents." It just goes on with all these different types of words and descriptions. Yeah, disclaimer. And
he's not responsible for any accidents, mind visions, hellfires, vanishes, whirlwinds, elemental destructions. All we know is flame strikes. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, there's more. Oh
yeah, there's more.
It's awesome.
And it says no beasts, demons, dragons, mechs, warlocks, pirates, or totems were harmed, abused, dismembered, and so on. So it's quite funny. It's hilarious, especially when you realize it's all the way around the outside. I love how Blizzard puts so much detail into something so simple. Well, if that was the only bit of information, then that would be one thing. That got everybody talking. You're like, oh no, here we go. We're going back to gnomes versus goblins. Or, what's going on now? Just more and more speculation. Lots of thought coming out of this. And one of the leading thoughts was that we were going to see a bunch of postcards from different areas around the world of Warcraft. And, this may be like a tour of the world of Warcraft.
It does. The way they did this poster, to me, looks a lot like the billboard on Route 66 in Overwatch that says, like,
True.
Welcome to, like, Dead Past Ganny or whatever it's called. Route 66, and in the little text, it's like, go away. Somebody spray painted on there. So that's what that made me think of.
Well, Blizzard snuck out another piece of information today. They tweeted out a link to Gadgetzan's Gazette. It's a newspaper art item, and it's volume 32, number 7. And in big bold letters, it says, "City builds first unbreakable bank." And so the question is, is this now digging in directly into Gadgetzan? We're not leaving Gadgetzan with the next filler piece. So now even more so, we're thinking it's kind of leaning back to staying at Gadgetzan. Another big thing is that somebody did some digging a couple weeks back and actually found that Blizzard had registered the domain name Gadgetzan.com. They had Karazhan.com, and people found that, and it's like, okay, this is getting very interesting. So another thought is, what's that?
I guess Blizzard needs to stop registering domain names if they don't want that information out there.
Well, you have to get these things ahead of time so that nobody else grabs them. So.
Right, but they either need to change. I don't know. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's hard to do. It's very difficult to do.
Yeah.
So somebody pointed out on Reddit that it's interesting that they used volume 32, number 7, because this coming November season in Hearthstone is the 32nd season.
Blizzard likes their meaning, their numbers with meanings.
So could the number 7 mean that this is coming out on the 7th? Maybe? Just a thought, just a thing to throw out there. Because this is going to probably be released and announced on Friday at BlizzCon on the opening ceremony. So that would be the 4th, and then this would be the 7th the following Monday. But I don't know. We'll see. But here's some other crazy stuff. Okay. The headline, like we said, says City builds first unbreakable bank. The story that they have on the front article outlines details about the new bank with all its security features and all its promises, and it has this picture of the bank vault. Wait a second. Look at that bank. Look at the bank vault. That looks a lot like a card. Do you think that's the card back
Yeah,
It's
so
for
totally
the
card.
upcoming expansion?
In the picture, they have, the door on the vault, and it has the 4 handles, and in the middle of that is a circle with the Hearthstone symbol, the swirl, and it is the shape of the door is in the shape of a card back, and it looks like it would be a card back.
It totally
It
looks
almost
like a card.
it almost looks like the Pirates card back, except it looks metal. So yeah,
So you think
I'm with
they
you, dude.
gave
It looks
away
like
too
card
much
back.
information?
No, they gave
Maybe
away
gave
just
away.
everything they wanted to. This is going to be your Pirates versus Ninjas expansion. That's what this is going to be.
Oh, okay. So
Blizzard
Zoroshi's
never
finally
gives
right.
away. Blizzard never gives away too much information or too little. They give away exactly what they mean to.
They arrive exactly on time.
They arrive exactly
They're
where
like-
they need to, because they're
like
wizards.
Gandalf.
They're like Gandalf.
Well, I think one of the best things about this whole page, this paper, is it has a whole bunch of advertisements on it. And just going to skim through some of these little advertisements. There's one from the Gadgetzan Emporium. It says, "We ain't got it, you don't want it." Jewelry, armor, ropes, mana crystals, tools, weapons, mechs, coins. Look for the sign with the gears on Grime Street. So it's kind of funny, it's these old, unique, old-timey type of commercial advertisements. There's ads for Tuscar Brothers funnel cakes. I want one.
Okay. Ah.
Then we have Genzo's payday loans. Get a loan to pay a loan. It won't cost an arm and a leg. And they emphasize on "and." So I assume it does cost one or the
an
other.
arm.
Yeah,
Cost
just
an
so
arm, not an arm and a leg. To help you
Then
pay off
Crazy Smeeds. Crazy Smeeds use Kodo dealership. 99 gold down, 99 gold a month for 999 months. It says, "Get away from your troubles on a brand new Kodo, asterisk, Kodo's not even close to new."
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. Code is not even close to new. So their whole advertising is just they might need to work on their advertising. Just a little
I
bit.
think so. But then at the very bottom corner, they have a little index, and this is actually quite funny. It says on page 2, you have business, arts and leisure, sports, lifestyle, help wanted. And then it lists the obituaries on pages 3 through 8.
Oh my goodness.
So apparently there's been a few.
Either they use a really big size text, or
No, there's a lot of them. Because this is a safe city, right? That's what they say.
right. Apparently there was
However-
a few flame strikes to the
Well, there was
face.
one more ad on here that was really interesting. It was Talon's Bar. It says, "Where else are you going to drink?" And then right below that it says, "Chat with Talon at," and it gives a web URL. So what do? You go to that URL. It's a Blizzard short LL URL. It's a blizz.ly/Talon's Bar. When you do that, it pops you up into Facebook Messenger. Yeah. You get into Facebook Messenger. So you get in there and there's a blank page and you see Hearthstone is who you're talking to. And you just type hello. And all of a sudden it starts talking to you. And it's Talon. He's talking to you. He's actually chatting with you. And you have a conversation with Talon. And it's pretty cool. It's actually kind of neat. I think they're playing around with some new technology. But essentially what it is a Facebook Messenger bot, a chat bot. So
Interesting.
there is a specific path, and we're going to talk about that. So if you don't want to know, you may want to just not listen for the next few minutes. But I'm going to go through some of what happens because there's some nuggets in here we need to dig into. And Espo hasn't seen this yet. So this could be fun watching his reaction to see what he says, too.
I'm chatting with him right now.
Are you really? Okay. Well, first thing he does, he talks to you as if you're a new visitor to Gadgetzan. He asks if you've heard about the new dinosaur skeleton. You respond to that, and then he makes you a drink, proceeds to talk to you about the things going on in town. He talks about all kinds of new businesses opening up, and he shows you his picture. And I think it's kind of funny that it's like a wizard in front of a shop. What?
He's ignoring me. Just like everybody else at Blizzard, he's totally ignoring
Well, see,
me.
the thing
He
is,
says-
though, you're probably saying things he won't even recognize.
No!
Like,
So I
my
said,
name is Espo. You need to know who I am.
well, I said, yo, which is the way I start all conversations on Instant Messenger. Yo. And he says, well, haven't seen your face around here before. What do I call you? So I thought I'm going to keep it simple. I just typed Espo. He left the conversation.
Oh no!
Yep,
Espo.
it says Hearthstone has left the conversation. There we go.
Oh
Wow.
no!
Yep.
Now we know for sure you're being shunned.
So that just happened. Totally got.
I wonder if it's
You
used a
went to-
poor character word and thinks, okay, you're being vulgar.
He sees Espo and it says, "Oh, that's vulgar." Burn.
He
Yeah, they
knows.
just blocked
He
me.
knows the spider monkeys are coming. He's running to get like.
Yep.
The
And then
food.
when I tried to go to the Play Hearthstone Facebook page, it said this page does not exist. They blocked me from it. I'm kidding. But I am not
Okay.
kidding about the instant messenger thing. They totally did. It said conversation or ended conversation.
Wow.
Well, anyways, he talks about new businesses opening up in the area. He shows a picture, and pictures of a shop with a kind of a wizardry type looking person in front of it. And then he talks about the new manager at the bank, which happens to be a two-headed ogre in the best I can describe would be more of a 50s type outfit. And I say 50s, more kind of like the gangster style.
Okay.
Then he shows a picture of a meeting, this kind of a big meeting that has a female Pandarian. And pretty sure she is Madame Goya, who is the point of contact at the Black Market Auction House.
In Pandaria,
next-
right?
Right. Well, it's actually moved. It moved to another city, and then when Legion came out, it's actually back in Dalaran in the basement now.
Okay.
So you can go down there and see it. But she has a big dude next to her, and I'm pretty sure that might be her bodyguard, Mr. Chu. So, and he says, see that woman right there looking at that big guy there? Would you say she looks happy to see him? The answer is no. That girl looks like she wants to destroy that big guy, and each of them's got a crew who looks like they're ready to throw down too, don't they? What does that say to you?
Mm.
So then he talks about a little opportunity coming up and then starts asking you a few questions. And he goes through a bunch of questions, and I won't go through them all in specifically, but he says things like, so what does power mean to you? And you get to choose from a multiple choice list. Wits, strength, or worship. And you answer accordingly. He has some comment based on that. Another one would be, someone wants to destroy you. What do? Rally your crew, destroy them first, or talk them out of it.
I'm
So here we
talked
are
about
so
it.
far mentioning crew twice in that conversation. So what we're kind of getting a feel for, it really looks like this may be a gangs type deal where you've got maybe 3 factions of bosses in a mafia style situation battling each other, and you're going to be playing between all these different groups and having different things from each of them. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with this. A few other questions are, you have 5 minutes to an appointment. What do? Sharpen your knife, brainstorm, or watch people. How do you express affection, gifts, action, or words? I'd rather die with all the answers, with a bloody sword, or quietly in my sleep. So that's really all the question. I mean, you go through this whole thing, and it's kind of neat. It's interactive, and there's a lot of speculation going around this. So I don't know what's going to end up with this situation, but I know we're probably going to see a few more tidbits coming out here in the next week up until BlizzCon that may reveal a little bit more. So
That's really interesting.
So,
So next thing to come out is Hearthstone personality quizzes.
yeah. Okay. Right? Well, okay, so that actually does bring up a good point. If you read this, at least this is the first time I've seen it. There's 3 choices for each question, correct?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And it seems like one is, kind of the aggressive. One is obviously extremely passive, and the other one's kind of neutral.
Yep.
So I'm wondering if they're going to kind of go with, like Bastidia said, like a gang kind of thing, where one gang is like your aggressive, like, burly, gang that's into just smashing and grabbing. The other gang is kind of the, passive, more submissive gang, where they win you over with love. And then the other gang's kind of like the mental gang, where they're playing mind games with you, and kind of neutral.
So you're gonna get sorted into your Hearthstone houses? Is that what's happening here?
Well, no, I think it's Pokemon Go.
What?
I think it's gonna be the yellow team, the blue team, and the red team expansion. So it's gonna be the Pokemon Go expansion.
You go around and collect Hearthstone cards that you find laying on the ground.
Yeah, right. And you know how in Pokemon Go, if you go to big cities, it's easier to catch Pokemon, and there's lots of Pokestops and gyms. So I think
So you go to a
Gadgetzan
fireside gathering.
No, you go to Gadgetzan, and you gather
Which
up,
is a fireside gathering
maybe
in your local area.
Yeah. I don't know. So I'm thinking they're going to pretend that Gadgetzan is the city, and then you have to go around Gadgetzan and gather up all your cards at Pokestops and gyms, and you have to battle and use your wits. And no, I'm kidding. I don't think that's it at all. But I do think that there might be like a triple kind of faction thing going on here. So I think that'd be pretty cool. Gadgetzan kind of leads me to believe that we might see more like heirloom style things going on, aura type cards, where if you noticed in the past adventure, we had a couple things where you had, or past 2 adventures, where you had these auras going on, where cards or minions on the board would actually cause the minions next to them to do certain things, or block minions from doing certain things, like with the portals from Netherspite. So I'm thinking you're going to have these non-minion cards that you play that will maybe be like heirlooms or legendary artifacts or things like that. And I think that's why they're talking about like the vaults and all these antiquities that you can acquire, right? And you gain those in your collection, and of course they're cards that you play. So they're not minions, they're not spells. It's just kind of like you throw down a rusty pot or whatever, and it
Well,
just...
speaking of pots, in that questionnaire, as you go through this, one of the first questions he asks you is if you want to drink, and he offers to make you a special drink, and he makes you one of 4 different drinks, and each of those has an image that comes with it, which makes me think that those are going to be 4 drinks that you're going to be able to use that there'll be cards or something that you can get from what's his face? Talon. Maybe Talon will be a card, legendary card that you get, and he serves drinks out.
Yeah.
So that's some interesting piece of it. The other thing, kind of talking the same aspect, if this is I went blank here all of a sudden. What's her name?
Madame Goya?
Yeah, Madame Goya. If this is her, I wonder if there's going to be some special things that you get to purchase from her, so to speak, that she summons as special cards in her play, that
Could be.
when you play her, she gives you a special item from the black auction house, the black market auction house. So just another idea.
Like Arch Thief or Fom?
Right, yeah, where you got the 3 things to choose from.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that I think we're going to see more of that. And like I said, I think we're going to see more of like items or antiques, legendary things that are not necessarily weapons, not necessarily minions. I think we're going to see stuff like that. I'm excited. I think they're going to be experimenting with some new things that they've been using in the Tavern Brawls and in the adventure modes. So either way, it's going to be really, really cool.
Well, for sure, one thing, we were wrong. It's not Old War, if that's the case. It's close.
You don't know that.
No, we don't. We don't. You're right. But if this is Gadgetzan, then we'll be incorrect in our guesses earlier.
Well, I don't necessarily think that the expansion is going to be called Gadgetzan. I think it might be
gangs of Gadgetzan or something like that.
It could be. It could be. The vaults of Gadgetzan, where they finally delve deep into the vaults of Gadgetzan. Right. And what did they find? They find these old movie reels, that have all these, back in the day when it was, the gangs of Gadgetzan and all, where they can kind of open up a can of worms and just let it all out.
Well, and that's interesting because Karazhan, they kind of went back in time with that one.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they're going to do the same thing with this one. It's kind of
could be
go back to.
Well, if they call it Vaults of Gadgetzan, it kind of opens it up so any card will fit in. They could be like, oh, hey, we found this in the vault. Guess what it was? It was a turnip mixed with an octopus. There we go. And it kind of so calling it the Vaults of Gadgetzan would kind of open. It would leave it open ended where they weren't confined, so to speak, whereas if they call it Gangs of Gadgetzan, then it kind of closes it in a little bit more to where they have to keep it within those confines. I don't know. Of course, it's all speculation right now, and I love the way they do this. I think this is totally cool. I think it's awesome. I love the way the community just goes with it, and everybody's speculating right now, and all the podcasts and all the YouTubers and everybody is just talking about it, wanting to know what's going on, and it's just super cool.
Well, I wonder if we're going to get another newspaper like tomorrow or the next day, and the front page item is the Unbreakable Bank was broken.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah. And then we're going to see a story unload here about how the vault that was thought to be unbreakable has been broken into, and that's where our story begins, or
I'm telling
something
you,
like that.
It's all Harry Potter ripoff. They're gonna have Gringotts Bank.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I mean, if they call it or they focus it around the vault, it opens it up to anything. I mean, because if you've ever been to Gadgetzan, it's like a hodgepodge of everything, almost like a Mos Eisley spaceport, where you see all kinds of stuff. And I would imagine, inside that vault could be anything. And that leaves, Team 5 open. Hey, you want to make a card about spider monkeys? That could have been in the vault. Throw it in there. You know what I mean? Right. So it doesn't limit them. So that's my guess. I think that would be a good idea. So the vaults of Gadgetzan would be a guess from me. That's my guess. So I think Zero was kind of close, or he's got a good guess too with the Gangs of Gadgetzan. That's a good one. But then again, he was also the one that said, what was it, Ninjas versus Pirates? So
yep,
pretty stoked about that one too. I think that one's still coming, Zero. I think you Nostra Zero Damas. There we go. Is that? So.
Well, one thing I do want to say too is that there was a statement at the very end of the article, the main article, that said that the bank itself is going to be open in the coming week for residents in the area to come and check it out. So most likely, I'm assuming that means that they're talking about lunchtime, because it says citizens can see the new building for themselves when the first Bank of Gadgetzan opens to the public with a ribbon-cutting ceremony next week.
Well, that means they're going to do it at BlizzCon.
Yep.
So that just means that I need to
That's
wear a
gonna be
Vastidius mask and get my press pass on.
And by the way, Squishy, you'll find this interesting. Apparently, Blizzard has this thing that when they're doing a lot of their graphics and imageries and stuff like this, that they include a pineapple in the pictures.
Do they really?
Yes, apparently they do. And there's one in this picture.
Like,
It's in the vault.
they're
picture.
stealing it from Psych
Yep.
with the
I
pineapple.
thought you'd find
you,
that.
you have to have like an onion or turnip, whatever this thing is. You know, something more original than a pineapple. It's already been done.
So the
Not
other
like a
question is,
snail.
on the picture of the card back, which we think might be a card back, there's the lock, the little dial for choosing the combination lock.
Mhm.
People are speculating that that might be the logo for this expansion that shows up on all the cards. Is that lock?
Interesting.
So maybe they revealed two things on this front page.
Awesome.
You may never know.
All right. So I think that's it for the news, right? And
That wraps up
That
the
was
big
a
part.
lot of
45
news.
minutes of news. All right. Guys, I got a hint and tip for you this week.
Ooh.
So
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Is it
my
about the
hint-
game? Is it how to get
Yes.
better?
It's how to yes. Oh yes. You will be so epic if you succeed in this hint and tip. So my hint and tip for you guys this week is actually one that's going to take place a week and 2 days from now. So in a week and 2 days, you're going to be able to listen to the Con Before the Storm Thursday night at the Hilton Anaheim. Now, if you're lucky enough to either live near there or actually be going to BlizzCon and be there a day early, you can go to the Con Before the Storm Thursday night.
It's free.
At the Hilton. It is free. Hilton Anaheim. Now, here is the best part. The best part. At 8 p.m., Legend of the Innkeeper themselves, us, three, plus a res, will be there at a table in California A Ballroom.
Yay!
What?
We will have a table set up for Legend of the Innkeeper where we will have us, possibly some posters, maybe some other paraphernalia for you to take a look at, and we will also have information for you. This information, we will have stickers, and we will have lots of smiles.
We'll have lots of smiles.
Okay, so what we're going to do, guys, is I, of course, am on the Hearthstone panel at the Con Before the Storm, along with Garrett from The Angry Chicken, Chris from Value Town, Josh from The Happy Hearthstone, and Kevin from Well Met. We will be talking about Hearthstone from 6 till 6:45. Is that right? Is that when it is?
It's
Something like that?
yes,
Um,
yes, 5:30 or 6.
Okay.
If you go to conbeforethestorm.com, the schedule's up there completely.
Okay, yeah. So in the show notes, we actually do have the full schedule. So sometime after 5:30 and before 6:45, I will be up at the other end of the ballroom, which is considered California B. We will be speaking about Hearthstone. And then at 8 o'clock, which is kind of between the World of Warcraft panel and the Overwatch panel, we from Legend of the Innkeeper will have a table at the California A ballroom, which is actually on the other side of the ballroom. Same room, because we're taking up 2 ballrooms for the Con Before the Storm. And we will have a table from 8 till 8:45. As I said, we're going to have information for you guys. We're going to have swag for you guys. We're going to have smiles for you guys. The information that we will have is actually a schedule of what we plan to do and where we plan to go during the entirety of BlizzCon. We're going to attempt to lay that out and have a strict schedule of where we will be and when. That way you guys can either A, hang out with us, or B, just follow us and creep around, but like creeping on us, which is totally cool. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Just don't creep too close to Squishy, because Rez and Vastidius and I might come at you like spider monkeys.
And I'll
yeah,
probably have mace in my back pocket, so
you can you can dual wield some mace like Reaper.
There you go. Die, die, die.
Well,
Because that's what we want to say to our listeners.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so let's hope we don't have to go there. But yeah. So my hint and tip for this week is for you guys, if you're anywhere near BlizzCon on my birthday, November 3rd, come to the Hilton Anaheim, California A Ballroom, and be there at 8 o'clock if you want to meet with us at our table. If you want to be there for the whole thing, be there around 5 o'clock to get in on all the panels. And what this is, Con Before the Storm, is where all the podcasters from all over Azeroth get together and we talk about our favorite games. And of course, again, on the panel that I am on, it will be Garrett from the Angry Chicken, Chris Chan, which is Chan Man V from Value Town, Josh Augustine from the Happy Hearthstone. And if you guys don't know, Josh Augustine actually was the first person to start a Hearthstone podcast. He has the longest running Hearthstone podcast. I believe they're on episode 80-something, 85, 86. But they've been going the longest, even though he doesn't have as many episodes, because I think he does one every other week or every third week. He still has the longest running podcast. And then, of course, we have Kevin Hobdestad from Well Met. And you guys all know Kick Tripod, Mr. Horseman. He actually is going to be on another panel. He won't be on a Hearthstone
he's
panel.
He'll be
on the Overwatch. Yeah.
He's actually hosting that one.
Well, he is the moderator.
Moderator, yes.
Yeah, so the moderator for the Hearthstone panel is Garrett Weinzerl. He'll be the moderator for ours. And then there'll be, Chris Chan and Josh Augustine, Kevin Hobstad, and the Espo. So come see us, and then definitely try to be there at 8 o'clock to hang out with us and get to know where we will be during BlizzCon. Because we're going to sit down. I've already told Vestitus and Squishy and Rez, we're going to sit down and nail down a schedule. That way we can let you guys know where we'll be. Cool?
Yeah, I can see it now.
I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. Right?
We're going to be, okay, we need to be over at the Hearthstone area watching that. Yeah, but did you see that over there? I got to go over there and check that out. And then actually this is going to be just like playing WoW with Rez and Espo when they created Demon Hunters. It's not going to be me. We're going to be walking across that floor, and Espo's going to run that way and go, oh, I got to get this over here. And Rez will go the other direction. Someone
said the phrase herding cats.
Yes.
Yes, it's so gonna be like we'll try to have one.
Get
person.
leashes for all of you.
There you go, leashes that look like those little monkey backpacks.
Well, Squishy, explain what we're gonna. We'll at least do this, right? Squishy, go ahead. What are we gonna do? You were gonna say it. Go ahead.
Gonna put a leash on Espo?
No, you said at least one of us will be where
we'll be where we're supposed to be. Yes.
There we go.
Yep.
So.
Yes. By the way, in case you don't know this, Blizzard does have an app that you can get for your Android or iOS devices. That's called BlizzCon, and it has a full schedule of all the things going on. It has a map that you can zoom in so you can see where you're supposed to be. All kinds of details on there, and you can plan out your trip of what you want to go see and kind of set your schedule, and it'll notify you when that event's about to start. So it's really cool. It's really awesome. And I will tell you also, it works with Apple Watch, because I just got a notification a few minutes ago on my watch that said, hey, there's a new update. You need to update your app. So it will notify you that way too.
Nice.
So cool stuff.
So there you go. So yeah, I literally just found out like yesterday about us getting a table. I've been in the talks with Mr. Rudy, who's in charge of the con before, or at least I think he's the guy in charge. There's all kinds of people bringing this together, but he's the guy I've been emailing back and forth. And he was cool enough to, so he was cool enough to hook us up with a table. So shout out to him for giving us the table, and shout out to Blizzard for giving us a press pass. That's really, really cool. They didn't have to do that, and that's
Oh,
awesome.
no, don't
I
say that.
understand.
They'll take it back. We don't have it yet.
Yeah. And no hurt feelings. I totally understand why they didn't give us one for me. I actually agree with the decision because I really can't control myself. So yeah. All right. Well, hey, any emails or iTunes reviews this week?
Nope.
Dude, we got to start paying people to do iTunes reviews because this is ridiculous. So, guys, if you didn't know already, iTunes reviews are very important, and I hate begging because I don't believe in it. But
Except for
if
now.
you listen to the show and you enjoy it, a 5-star iTunes review is very important for us because it brings us up on the rankings so that when people go to iTunes and they type in Hearthstone Podcast, we are up there. And we really want people to know that we're out there because there's a lot of people that play this game that are casual, like us. And we want them to join our community. We want them to listen to our content. So if you guys could help us out, if you could give us a 5-star iTunes review, go out there and do it. And you can do it from your phone now. If you have an iPhone, it's a lot easier than it used to be. So
And
go
also,
out there.
If you've already done it, can you do it again?
No, but you can get your wife to do it, your grandma to do it, or your dog can make an iTunes account and it can give an iTunes review also.
There you have it.
There we go. Okay, we do have a Twitter shout out this week. And this one comes fresh off of last week's episode. So if you listened to last week's episode, we found out that they were going to take away Tavern Brawl for a week. And they were going to replace it with tournament mode. And it was going to be 1,000 gold or $10, and you could play a arena-style tournament where you would go in with a pre-made deck and battle against other dudes or gals that have pre-made decks. If you lose 3 times, you're out. If you win 12 times, you get 3 golden legendaries and all 50 grand tournament packs. All kind of cool stuff. So I think that's really cool. I think it's awesome. But I kind of went off the deep end and told Blizzard I was going to come at them like a spider monkey, and because I was upset. Because it's a really cool thing that they're putting into Hearthstone now. This is awesome. It's great for people who want to get into that competitive kind of tournament setting and want to challenge themselves. But it's not cool when you take away something that people like to do every week. I look forward to Wednesday when the Tavern Brawl comes out. Even when it's Randomonium or Battle at the Crossroads, where I don't get to do anything but play with random cards, which is kind of weak, but whatever. At least it's something different, and I don't have to pay for it, and I get a free pack. So what they're saying is that one time they're going to take that away from me, and they're going to ask me, "You want to pay 1,000 gold or $10 to try to win 12 matches and get a bunch of cool stuff?" And I'm going to say, maybe, because I actually might do it. but that's not the point. The point is there are all these casual players like us that don't want to do anything competitive. We just want to play the Tavern Brawl. We want to play those cool things like Shifter Zurus and all these other crazy cards. Like, we want to, go nuts. We want to play with cards we've never played with before. We want to play Nefarian versus Ragnaros. We want to do these cool things. And they're going to take that away from us for a week. And I don't know how many times they're going to do this. Are they going to do this once a month? Are they just going to do it once and test it out? I don't know.
No,
but
so
it's replacing Tavern Brawl for that week. And that's upsetting. So I did go off last week, and fresh off of that going off session, Howard the Dave says how to make at XCMTB Gamer, which is me, come at you like a spider monkey! ! And it's a picture of the chest that you get at the end of this brawl. So the brawl that is replacing Tavern Brawl for the week you get a reward at the end, and it's in a chest. And he tweeted this picture of the chest at me. So that's how you make me come at you like a spider monkey. Show me this chest, and I will go crazy. So there we go. And I don't think I put his name in here, but I will. All right, so that's, yeah. My throat is killing out, by the way. I think I might actually lose my larynx.
Well, the Facebook
I hope
shout
you
out.
get it back before next week.
Yeah, really.
Facebook shout out. Yep, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'll let you do this. You haven't talked to.
We had someone new join our Facebook group this week, and it was Nibble Swap, who is a
Yay!
Yeah.
awesome friend we like to play with sometimes. So, welcome to the crew.
Well, I don't know about you, but I like to play with him all the time, not sometimes.
Oh well, sorry. Nah, he's a fun guy.
And Espo, I do have to have you talk one more time. You have a WoW Guild shout out that you wanted to talk about.
Thank you for reminding me. So I have a quick story. I promise to make it quick. Okay, so last night we were playing on our WoW Guild on Echo Isles, and Rez and I and a few others were running around. Shout out to Matt and Kelly, my friends in real life. They were in the guild, and we were running around, all four of us, in Westfall, and I get a whisper.
Without me.
Yeah, you're playing the Overwatch, and I'm not about to interrupt the Overwatch. So we're running around questing, and I get this whisper, and it's from someone on Echo Isles named Jasper. Jasper says, "Espo, question mark?" Yes, it's me, Espo. So my name in World of Warcraft is Espo. And he says, "Is this Espo from Legend of the Innkeeper?" And I was like, "Yeah, it is." I said, "Are you a listener?" And he says, "Yeah, I listen all the time." He said, "Last week you went out," and he told me all about my, going off. And I was like, "True statement. I did go off." And he says, "Very cool." And I said, "Hey, you want an invite to the guild?" Blah, blah, blah. So I invite him to our guild, and we now have maybe a dozen or so guildies, which is really, really cool. And I would say probably 9 of them are legit listeners. And the other 3 are people that never listened to the show, but they wanted... No, I'm kidding. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. So if you guys want to hang out with us in the World of Warcraft, we have made a Legend of the Innkeeper Guild, and it is on the Echo Isles server. I think our newest member is level maybe 5 or 6, and I think right now Vastidius is leading the charge at level 30. Is that right?
31.
Oh, 31. So, and we're all around, we're like in the teens to 20s, I think.
But I'm about to start another character that's named Vastidius.
And we're all very casual. So if you guys are looking at playing the World of Warcraft very casually, like we ran Dead Mines last night, it was the 4 of us. It was about an hour. Like we just chilled through there, had some fun. It was cool. So if you guys want to play casually, we're not raiders. We are not into going at it hardcore. We just want to take it easy. Play casual. Yeah, we're not going to look for a Lost Ark. We probably won't. In fact, we won't even look for a Found Ark. We're just going to play WoW casually. So Echo Isles, World of Warcraft, look for Vastidius, look for Espo, look for Legend of the Innkeeper Guild. We are there having fun, probably like once or twice a week. Definitely after the podcast each week, I will log on for at least a half an hour to an hour, which is between like 9 and 10 o'clock. So Tuesday nights between 9 and 10 o'clock, I will be on playing the World of Warcraft on Echo Isles on my new character Espo. If you would like, send me a whisper, and if you answer questions correctly, I will invite you to the guild. If you answer them incorrectly, I will still invite you to the guild. So there we go. Oh, and thank you, Eric. We are Alliance. I'm sorry, we are Alliance. I just decided, I made Alliance, and my choice. So if you don't like it, I apologize. I play Horde. I play Alliance. I have level 100 characters on both. So I just decided to do Alliance this time. So there you go. I apologize. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, I'm always neutral. So, like,
Send
I'm
send
not.
all complaints to @XTMTBGamer.
That's
There
right.
you go. He'll put them in
Okay,
his
well-
treasure chest of spider monkeys.
Well, that's about it for this week. I mean, there's lots of news. And so next week, tune in. We'll have a lot more BlizzCon specifics and any updates that have happened this week with changes and updates with Hearthstone, if they announce anything more. Espo will have installed his new video card, so things should be better that way too. And yeah, it should be fun. So thanks again for everyone hanging out and chat. And also I want to mention, if you will review us on iTunes, we're at 95 reviews, and we're almost at that 100 mark. That'd be cool to push us over that 100 mark before BlizzCon. So you could be that one. So anyways, I hope we get to see some of you at BlizzCon. We're looking forward to it. We're excited about it. You know, the table was one thing we weren't sure was going to happen, and now that it has, that's really cool. So
Yeah.
Cool.
I was kind of nervous because he asked everyone, you know, hey, who wants a table? And I was like, Vestidius, do we want a table? Yeah, dude, do it. So I emailed him, and he got us one. So there you go.
Yay! So, anyways, that wraps us up for this week. And if you want to join us on Twitch, you can do so at twitch.tv/LOTI podcast. And you're welcome to join us at legendoftheinnkeeper.com. So thanks again, guys, for hanging out with us, and we'll talk to you guys next week, and see you next week, maybe.
Good job, team.
Crazy. Oh,
Oh.
I
Wait.
might have hit. 1 second.
Did you get it recorded?
Almost. Do it again.
I didn't like that
Okay.
sound. It sounded better the first time. Re-record it.
Re-record.
Go.
Re-record. Record?
Okay.
Good
Yep.
enough. Good. The first time was the best squeak. That'll be my ending
Man.
phrase from now on.
I cannot believe how bad the stream is this week. Horrible.
I
Sorry,
did.
guys.
I mean, for me it's okay, but
Hey, wait a
it
second.
does squeak.
Our Twitter's wrong. I mean, it's not wrong. We just need to add 2 more people.
2 more people.
Yeah, we need to add Squishy Dragon and Raz Malibu.
I'm already on there.
Where? It says
The-
XCMTB Gamer, Arianwin HS, Happy Birthday, and Vestidius, LOTI Podcast.
Where are you looking?
Twitch chat.
In Jeeves.
Oh, Twitch chat. Oh,
Yeah,
okay, my bad.
We got to reboot Jeeves.
It's a
He
squeaky
needs-
dragon. It is a squeaky dragon. It's
Squeaky
Oh, we do.
dragon.
Well, we
We have
do
to
have.
update Jeeves.
Update Jeeves. I was afraid it was gonna be like horrifyingly loud in the mic when I squeaked it. So
Whoops.
So we got to update Twitter on Dweebs.
Dweebs.
Dweebs. Jeeves.
Follow Jeeves the Butler at Squishy Dragon.
That's right.
The only disappointment about this onion is that it doesn't have the sound effects that it has in the game. Because it makes like 3 different squeaking sounds, and they're really fun
Yeah.
squeaking sounds. This one just sounds like a dog toy. But, I mean,
Ouch.
it squeaks, so it's like, I wouldn't mind having it have just that little bit more, then it would be the best turnip ever. For now, it's just a pretty good turnip.
Wait, turn up for what? Wait, no? No. Am I too old for that? Is it? That's not right?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
What you talking about?
I thought it was turn up for what?
There you go.
Hey,
I
look
don't-
at that!
Hey,
Holy
looky there.
smokes. Jeeves doing it. So guys, you need to go on the Twitter and you need to tweet at Arianwin HS Happy Birthday.
Ooh, you're gonna get the wrath of Arianwin.
She will be so
Probably
happy.
gets like
I think she gets at least one a week now. Oh no way! See me no more. You are awesome. Turned down for what? All right. Oh, Nibble Swap, you are awesome. What do you got for me? What do you need to hit it with a hammer? Awesome. Excellent.
You're keeping yours in the box? What? Of course,
Dude,
you do have a 1-year-old. So, we're
Yeah,
almost 1-year-old.
I kept my Sylvanas in the box.
I don't understand you people.
Because if I
question.
take her out of the box, like, I don't know what. It's dusty.
Mhm.
What?
Out of the box is always better. Because you gotta think outside the box, Espo.
Wait, Vestidius has a question.
Nah, never mind.
What?
I was just going to say I could bring some goodies to BlizzCon to give away, but they're not WoW related, so
Yeah.
they're not Blizzard related. Like, I don't know if you can see that or not.
Yeah, the Joker pop.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
And then Dr. Emmett.
Neat.
Through,
My daughter will
great.
eat it like a real turnip. Nice.
and they're still in the box.
It would taste just about as good as a real turnip.
There you go. When you guys tweet at Arianwin, just say, happy birthday from Espo. That way that way you won't get in trouble. That's like when we're at school and like a newer teacher will say, oh man, I want to do this, but I'm afraid I'll get in trouble. And I'm like, oh, it's fine. Just tell them that you asked me and I said it was okay.
That works.
Thank you. It's my Mario shirt.
The Mario shirt beats Boba Fett, I think.
Oh, yeah, but see, Espo, we have a theme, okay?
Oh, nice. I like it. I approve. So what do you
That
think,
works.
guys? Beard
Yes.
or no beard for BlizzCon? Beard or no beard for
No.
BlizzCon?
No
what?
No?
beard.
No beard. I agree.
No. Did you see what I sent just now in the Skype message thing? You have to do that beard.
No, I missed that.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet because we were recording a show, and whenever I click on messages,
You have to do
it
that
actually,
beard, Espo.
Oh, I can. You know what? I don't know. All that yarn he actually has that stuck up his nose.
You need to make a Legend of the Innkeeper beard out of yarn.
Yeah,
And wear
I
it.
do. I do have enough yarn in my classroom. You know what I might do?
There you
I might crochet one.
There you go. You know those hats, the beanies that have like the beard attached?
Yeah, Rez and I were looking at those the other night on Amazon.
Of course you were.
Zero says beard or riot. Rez and I were looking at video cards, and it says people who bought this video card also bought a crocheted beard. And I was like, wow, okay. I can see the connection, right? Yeah,
That is
no.
ridiculous.
Like there was so people that bought that video, because when you go on Amazon to buy something, it says people that bought this video card also bought this heatsink and this tower and this RAM and this crocheted beard and this Skyrim helmet. And I was like, oh, seems legit.
Oh dear.
Yeah, no, they didn't buy a deer. They did not buy a deer. But nice
Well,
try.
that's one thing.
A deer is one thing.
It's one thing that they didn't buy. They missed out on their deer that they could have had with their crocheted beard.
All right, so I'm gonna get off of the Skype unless you guys have.
Okay, and we're gonna do the WoW thing, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna get on Discord. So I'm not gonna install my video card tonight. I'll do that tomorrow morning. So I'm gonna get onto Discord. I hope to see some of you guys that are in Twitch chat. I hope to hear you in Discord. Squishy and Vastidius and the other guy there. Oh, that's me. I will hear you guys in Discord also in probably
Okay.
about minutes.
Alrighty.
Okay, hold on one second. Okay, thanks, guys. We'll see y'all later.